Check out this neighborhood, guys. So this is just south of Vračar, or there's another square. It's called Autokomanda Square. This is right near there. It's about 2.5 miles south of my old room here. And I'm just moving down here to save a few bucks. I could have renewed the other one, but that was a little bit too pricey. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a tour of this neighborhood here, as well as the other neighborhoods that I stayed in. So I've stayed in about 4 different neighborhoods this trip here in Belgrade. And in this neighborhood, we have some noticeable construction here, right? You see these new buildings here. These are kind of fancy. Looks like they just opened up here. And then we also have those apartment blocks where it looks like they're from the communist era. Now, these are nice. Now, let's go take a walk up here. And we're going to go by this park here. So I'm renting this room. It's like a basement apartment in this young lady's house, right? So she hosts at her parents' house, and it's a completely private apartment there. Seems okay. You know, she's got good reviews, helpful young lady there. So I'm living there. Now, the last one, I'm going to show you guys this other one as well, right? And what I'm doing here, I'm just doing another staycation here. So what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm just taking another month of a staycation, right? And I just need to save a little bit more money in this other place. This one's a little bit cheaper here. The other one was okay. This one's a little bit bigger, right? So got that done, moved down here, and it's also not very far. It's like 1.5 miles, 2 miles from the center, right? If I want to go to Republic Square, I can walk there or take the bus. I'm also going to show you the other 2 neighborhoods that I just lived in here, just to give you a brief walking tour here. And the first neighborhood that I actually moved to, there was another homestay south of here, and it's called the Vračar. And so this other neighborhood, it's not very good, right? It's kind of a blue-collar vibe there. So we're going to go take a look around this one, and I'll just show you guys. It's just a little bit worse. It's a little bit poorer. This one is about 3 miles south of here. So we're also going to look at Dorćol and just take a little walk. Here's the park, guys. A little bit crowded with kids here. Maybe I'm going to take a walk back towards the center here. I know where we can go, guys. Let's go to the National Library of Serbia. It is only about a half mile down the street. So going north from my room here, and there's a little park over there. And we can check that out. And then if you go north of there, it's Vračar, right? The neighborhood there, which is supposed to be an affluent suburban neighborhood. And if you pass that, that is only like a half mile long. And then you have Dorćol, right? Check this out. It's for sale. So as I'm walking down here, I'm going to give you guys some info on my trip planning here. So I'm looking to close out the entire European continent, right? So I've been to most everywhere. I'm just missing a few places, right? So what I'm going to do here is I have to leave Serbia, right? I can't live here because I have to be under 90 days, right? So booked a flight, gonna fly away after this stay is completed, right? So gonna be flying to London. I got plane ticket. The ticket was kind of cheap, so decided to go ahead and book it. Got the room in London already lined up there. Gonna be staying at the same place that I stayed at about 4 or 5 months ago. Was satisfied with that. They were having a good deal on the internet. It's a place called Palmer's Lodge Hostel, which is like, it's fairly upscale. They were doing renovations on it. That's probably why it's cheaper now. And So got that booked up. Gonna be going over to Stonehenge. I've not seen Stonehenge, so I want to do that. It's on my bucket list here. And then after that, I'll be flying north. So don't want to give away my itinerary until I get to that part of the month here. Check this out, guys. The Church of Saint Sava. I saw this on the tour that I came here to take last time. So the library's over here. I'm just going to see if I can take a seat here and work on my videos. Now, thinking about this library, it was destroyed in World War II, right? So apparently the Germans targeted this library and blew it up, right? So most of what's inside here is like a reproduction or something like this. Can sit outside. So got London there, got to hang around there. Now, I've been there many times before, right? This will be like 6 times, I think. So we're going to make a few stops in the UK. Last time I went to Wales, right? So I decided to skip Stonehenge. After I get done with Stonehenge this time, I'm going to head to Scotland, right? And Scotland, it should be a little bit cheaper. In fact, I'm going to get a hostel bunk here in Scotland. During the summer months, it was between 50 and 100 euros for a hostel, right? Too expensive. So I think this time it'll be a little bit cheaper here. Let's check out the library here. Check out this place, guys. Unfortunately, there's no Wi-Fi here. So we're going to start walking north shortly, and we can just go head on to Dorćol. It's actually not that far. I think it's another 1.5 miles or so. Here's the front of the library. They didn't have Wi-Fi there, so I'm going to head on north here. Here's a bus stop. And we have a tram that goes up to the center here. So here we have Slavia Square, right? We're going to make a right here, and we're going to check out the Tesla Museum here. So this is the Tesla Museum here. Who was that electrical engineer who moved to the States? Where he did his work, I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and go on down to center here. So gonna go by England here. I'm also going to stop by Germany again. So what I'm going to do in Germany there is I'm just going to go and make a few more stops. In Germany, I kind of liked being in Leipzig there. So Leipzig is in southeastern Germany, right? So I lived there in the hostels. Pretty good experience there, kind of calm place. I'm going to do the same thing again, although I'm not going to Leipzig, right? So going to live in the hostels there for a little while. And as you recall from my last videos, I took a bus from Leipzig to Munich and then transferred to another bus to Bosnia. Did that overnight. That was kind of a long trip there. Made it back to Bosnia, went to the hostel there, went to get my luggage back from my previous landlord. And I came here to Serbia, right? So gonna go and do the same, not exact same trip, but a similar trip again, right? So other than go to Germany, I'm gonna be doing some other side trips there, which I will get into a little bit later down the road, right? So it's gonna be a couple of weeks before I leave, right? I'm just gonna chill out here and hang around Belgrade. And I may take a side trip to Novi Sad, right? In fact, I think that's probably going to be my next stop here. Here we have St. Mark's Orthodox Church, which is near Dorćol. So let's keep walking here. So here's my old room right over here. And we're gonna pass this one and take a ride up here. So here we have Dorćol, guys. Nice tree-lined streets, some little bars around. That's like a trendy neighborhood. It's you've got the Nesmahalia shopping street over here. And my place that I was living in, it's about 8 blocks down on the right. And I have to admit, this neighborhood is a little bit more sexy than the other one, right? But they're both okay. This apartment, which was much smaller, but the advantage of this other apartment here is that there was nobody there, right? And it's directly dead center, right? No, it's not a homestay, but it's like a regular apartment building. But my room was the first building inside on the left, right? So it's down at the front, but it's still very private there. And this other one, it lacks a little bit of privacy there with the family. The lady with her mother is living upstairs, although I don't see them. I don't run into them, you know, because I have a separate entrance there. So here we go with my old apartment, the one I just checked out of a couple of days ago here. It's if you go past this intersection here, it's next block, take a right there. And the room, it's a bit small. That's my only minor complaint there, is that the room is kind of small, right? So it's not good for more than one person, and there's no washing machine, right? So other than that, it's good. This other one is bigger, right? It's a little bit bigger. It has a washing machine inside of it. So I'm gonna do a staycation there. And not really anything of note on that one. Just a little bit cheaper, you know, good internet connection. This one had an amazing internet connection. I never lost it during the entire time. You know, I usually spend a lot of time on the internet. Sometimes I do this at Starbucks, you know. So let's go check out one other neighborhood, Vračar. So we're going to take a quick detour here. I went by New Belgrade. '18 bus to Vračar. Bus, guys. So just getting off here at Vračar, bus 18 here. Here we got Super Vero supermarket over here. This area is pretty nondescript. I mean, it's not really very exciting, and it's kind of far away, right? So you have to take a bus here. Now, I could have ridden my bicycle, but bus is free, but you do have to take a bus. With the other location, I can walk if I want. You know, it's a mile or two down to the center. Right, and this is basically where I was about a month ago here. We go up here and make a right turn, and we're at the homestay, which nothing wrong with it. It's very cheap over there, right? So homestay, per night, this is like half, right? The other place was double or something like this. So the hostel And I had a hostel the first night, right? So that was like $11 a night, right? So you can kind of see where the price. Now this was a little bit more than the hostel here. So we have a little shopping center up here. And little bus depot. You got some industrial locations up here. And a park or two, things like this. All right, let's quit and let's go back to my room. And we're going to call it a day. And I'll cook up some food here